Hello and welcome, and we begin with troubling news across the country, and the avian influenza, that's the bird flu, continues to ravage poultry farms. Although this crisis is feared to be put to a near collapse, Ghana's poultry sector is already facing stark challenges. Here's an update on the cases at the start of this week, and you can see on screens the update on bird flu as of the 16th of August. In the Greater Accra region, we had 26 cases across poultry farms. The Central region had 4, the Volta region had 2 cases, and the Ashanti region also had 4 cases, putting in total 36 cases, across the regional capital. So we're talking poultry farms in this regard. If you go down, you will realize the fact that close to 58,349 affected birds so far, and in total we have 12,202 birds affected. Between 8th August and the 16th of August, we could see the jump there, close to 12,000 birds affected in this particular regard. It's so telling, especially when the Poultry Farmers Association is raising concerns about the impact on their livelihood and, of course, their profit margins. But even as we, pull up these numbers on your screens, let's also bring you an update. Let's pull back a report that my colleague Emma Davis once had regarding the impact of the bird flu on poultry farmers in Ghana.
The Ministry of Food and Agriculture, together with the United States Department of Agriculture and the Food and Agriculture Organization, visited some poultry farms in Accra to cull birds infected with bird flu. Speaking to the media, Deputy emphasizes her outfit's resolve to containing the spread of the influenza. The Ministry of Food and Agriculture, together with the United States Department of Agriculture and the Food and Agriculture Organization, visited some poultry farms in Accra to cull birds infected with bird flu. Speaking to the media, Deputy Minister for Agriculture, Mohammed Hadi Teferu, disclosed that the farmers played a role in the spread, but emphasizes her outfit's resolve to containing the spread of the influenza.
In our observation, we have seen that largely, the farmers themselves have to be blamed in to a large measure of this challenge that we are facing. We have seen the birds that have been depopulated. It is having a lot of effect, or it will have a lot of effect on their income for the next few weeks that they are going to be doing without these farms. So government is doing everything possible to contain the spread of the disease to other parts of the country, because the Readiness for Food and Jobs project is real. Government is doing everything possible to see the livestock industry grow. So support will come in diverse ways, technically, financially, to revamp the farms.
Umar Mohammed Khalid, one of the poultry farmers whose farm was depopulated, said the farm is his only source of livelihood and is likely to stay home in the next 9 months.
I pleaded with him. I said, if they destroy them, this is all my livelihood. Our family, everything comes from there. I don't have any other business. So I told him, if they destroy, what help will they give me? He said, okay, when the officers come, I can talk with them, then they will see what the way forward. No income, I'm going to lie down 24 hours. I don't have any other business apart from this. So now the best I go unless I start again. And they are telling me I cannot start unless 3 months I can use this facility. So you can imagine, 3 months. And to start new one, it takes 6 months before they start laying. So 3 plus 6, 9 months. So how will I survive?
The team visited 3 farms, one at Teshi, the other Lashbi, and the last at Klagon. Acting Director at the Veterinary Services Directorate, Dr. Patrick Abaka, indicated that their visit was to check the progress of the farm following the depopulation and disinfection. He assured farmers of being duly compensated and went on to urge other farmers to report any trait of the flu.
In the Greater Accra region, so far we have got 14 farms that have been affected. They've all been disinfected and depopulated and disinfected. And then we are going around again to disinfect the farms and make sure that they are ready for stocking. And I want to assure the farmers that we're taking the necessary steps. We'll send everything to the ministry for help, and I'm sure the ministry will respond favorably to it. So they shouldn't have fears. And we are also appealing to farmers who are also having these diseases to come out and report to the veterinary services or the general public.
Technical lead for USDA Ghana Poultry Project, Raymond Dente, says his outfit is committed to ensuring biosecurity in the poultry industry.
We have over the last 5 to 6 years been supporting the poultry sector in Ghana to make it a bit more competitive and make the farmers more profitable, the poultry farming business more profitable. So the project is running up, and one of the focus of the project has been the issue of biosecurity. I mean, biosecurity is the central of poultry production. And COVID-19 has even made biosecurity even more relevant. Biosecurity means protecting life, and the poultry birds are life. If you undergo the biosecurity certification process, your cost of drugs for diseases will reduce, and some of these incidents will not occur on your farm.
Let's bring in the president of the Ghana Poultry Farmers Association, Victor Opon-Ajame. Many thanks that you could join us. Let's start with the case count from the Agric Ministry. 12,220 new birds affected nationwide. Is there a spike? And if so, how is the association containing the spread?
Hello?
Hello, sir. Welcome to the program. Could you hear me?
Thank you. I can hear you now.
Great. Well, so we have figures from the Ministry of Agriculture, the fact that 12,220 new birds have been affected by the avian influenza. Is there really a spike from your perspective? And if there is indeed, is the association really intended to contain the spread of this virus?
Yeah, thank you very much. I would say that we have to give credit to the veterinary services for the good work that they are doing now. Compared to the year 2015-2016, we had over 148,000 birds destroyed. And now we have about 41,000 up to about 50,000. So they are doing their best. There's a lot of collaboration between the birds and the association and the government agencies like NADMO, Fire Service, and the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. The deputy ministers too, they are doing very well. So with this, although the outbreak is within us, but we are making more effort to avert the spread.
But even as you make these efforts to avert the spread, the cases keep increasing. What could be going wrong?
Well, definitely it's increasing, but we are hoping that it will stop along the line. That's why I gave you the figures that we have previously, 148,000. But now we have about between 50,000. So we are doing our best. We are sensitizing the farmers as to what they should do to avert the spread, especially intensifying their biosecurity measures. When we talk of biosecurity, it means we are protecting life.
All right.
Bio means life, and security means protection. So it's up to the farmers to take our advice, and we know that they are doing exactly that.
But how much revenue? How much revenue are farmers losing out of the spread? How much revenue are farmers losing? Poultry farmers losing out of this virus?
Well, you mean the sensitization?
No, we want to measure the impact on revenues of poultry farmers.
Well, the impact is not very much. Our main challenge has been the shortage of maize and not the bird flu.
All right.
Because if you look at the statistics, it's basically the small farmers who are not doing biosecurity that are affected. You see a farm with only 100 birds. So we are doing our best, and the veterinary are also on top. They are doing their best to avert the spread of this outbreak.
Great. So the maize is a challenge and not bird flu. But what arrangements are there for farmers who kill the birds? Because we just played a clip of one farmer who wants some stimulus, some compensation for the birds he's lost.
Yes, we've already talked about the compensation, and we know definitely farmers we'll be giving compensation. But the advice I'm giving to the farmers is that they should immediately report sick birds and dead birds. What is happening is that when it comes to compensation, it is only the birds that are depopulated by the veterinary that they will get compensation on. So if you allow the birds to die and they come and you have only 100 birds, it means the 100 birds the compensation will be on the 100 birds. That is why we are taking this opportunity to advise farmers not to harbor any dead bird or sick bird. Immediately, you have to report to the veterinary to come and do their diagnosis. If it is a bird flu, definitely the birds will be depopulated. If not, they will prescribe drugs for you to take care of the birds. And if you don't do that and you allow the birds to die, they will come there. The live one that they will depopulate, that is the one they will get the compensation on.
Okay.
So this is an advice to the farmers. Never hide sick birds, never hide dead birds. Report immediately to the veterinary services.
We're so grateful for your time, Victor Oponoje, the president of the Poultry Farmers Association of Ghana. Even as poultry farmers battle the bird flu, well, we've heard from the president who says shortage of maize is their main